Good morning to you. Good morning, Disney is back. It is July 12th. It is 9:20 my time, 10:20 Eastern time, different time. Just had a couple things going on. Pop-up live stream, didn't schedule it in advance. Anybody who pops in, you must be the people who got your notifications set. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for all those who have your notifications set. If you're part of Team Replay, hashtag Team Replay in the comments. I appreciate you guys being here, whether you're live or you are in the background, not in the background, on the Team Replay. Hey, Michael Superbacker, what's going on, my man? I'm glad you're here. We've got lots of news. We haven't been having good news, good morning Disney, because of my life schedule, and I'm really trying to get my life set so we can do this again because I missed the show. And I got to be honest with you, there's just so much Disney news I can't stand not sharing with you. You guys can get that news elsewhere. I know that, but I have a great time sharing with you, Michael, and everybody. Again, Team Replay, hashtag Team Replay if you're watching on Team Replay. I am not going to wait around for everybody to pop in. Again, it's a pop-up, so nobody knew it, so it was a surprise. So I'm expecting more on the replay than in live, at least for the first half. But we're going to get right to it. So much Disney news to get to. Let's get right to it. Black Widow is setting records. Black Widow earns Disney and Marvel the pandemic box office record with massive opening weekend. This is all over the place. You can get it anywhere. This is from foxbusiness.com, but it doesn't matter where you get it. You can get it anywhere. The latest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a big win for Disney. This has been an interesting one. There's been a lot of industry buzz, Disney business stockholders. People wanted to see what's going to happen because why? Disney Plus Premiere, right? You pay an additional on top of your monthly fee for Disney Plus, and you can get access to a few different titles. Right now, Black Widow. But this time it's different. They're putting it concurrently at the same time in the movie theaters. 'Tis the season to go back to the movie theaters. I don't know. I haven't been back to the movie theaters yet. We actually talked about doing it this weekend. We just had busy things going on in our life, so we didn't go see Black Widow, which we wanted to. F9, I'm not a Fast and Furious guy, but F9 was the name of the movie that had been the record holder since the pandemic reopening for movies. So short window, right? And Black Widow crushed it while you could watch it from your couch. Very intriguing. I think it means it's only a weekend. It's only one movie, but I think it's going to have massive repercussions for how Disney and the other movie houses share their content. Let's get right to, again, from the article from foxbusiness.com, to give credit where credit's due. Blah, blah, blah. I got woke up with an alert. See this guy? I love it. I love it. I love it. Actually, I've got work to, my microphone is going to be hot today because of you, buddy. But anyway, I'm excited about that. And I won't share that with everybody right now because they'll learn on their own time, but I'm excited about our project. Let's get to it. Black Widow. Even with an option to watch Black Widow at home, audiences went to the movie theater in pandemic record numbers this weekend to catch the first Marvel movie released in years. The Walt Disney Company, hold on, let me hit this in the right spot. Sorry about that. Said Sunday the superhero pick generated an estimated $80 million in pandemic go to the movie theaters. That's pretty good in ticket sales. Now this, I'm going to say it again for anybody who's just popping in. This is while you could watch it from your couch. If you have Disney Plus and you pay for Premier Access, and people still went to the movie theaters, I find that intriguing. Combined with the $78 million from the international theaters and at least $60 million from Disney Plus Premier Access rentals, Black Widow grossed over $215 in its first weekend. $215, almost $250 million in Black Widow's first weekend. Pent-up demand, people. People have money, and people are sick of their couch. I am intrigued, and I'm happy about this. The studio said it's the largest domestic opening weekend since Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker, pre-pandemic 2019. That's amazing. It's a massive win for the coronavirus-era movie-going. In North America, the previous pandemic record holder was Universal's F9. Boy, excuse me, I got a tickle. Which debuted to $70 million a few weeks ago. Now, they didn't have Disney Plus, though. That's a Universal title, right? So that is just ticket sales. Internationally and nationally, I'm sure, but they didn't have the Disney Plus. So again, Disney Plus was what? 60? Yeah, Disney Plus alone got them. Think about that. $60 million worth of Premier Access buys in one weekend. As a guy who thinks he's at least a little connected with the Disney community, I know everybody's telling me they're not getting it. $60 million worth of people got it, though. That's amazing. Unlike Black Widow, which is playing in 4,100 screens, the 9th Fast and Furious movie was exclusively in theaters. I don't even understand that sentence. This was a pretty monumental weekend for the industry, says some guy. Black Widow played well on big screens and small screens, movie theaters and TVs. And it actually strengthens the case for movie theaters. I think, hey, Archer, what's going on, my man? Kay Atwood in the house, what's going on? Hey, guys, working so I can't chat but listening. Don't work too hard. My mom's in the chat. By the way, people in green like Bill, Magic the Mouse, and Eileen, they're members of the channel. Thank you for blessing me, my family, and the channel for a little bit of support. For that support, they get access to emojis, and they show up in green, and I see them first in chat, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Hey, Archer, I hope you're having a great day. How you been? So again, I should, now that we got some people popping in, I should apologize. I haven't been going daily. This is Good Morning Disney. This is our daily morning show that me and my wife have been doing. Our schedule has changed and will change again in August. So, so I've been playing with, do I go now? Do I wait for August? I just miss it. I got to be honest with you. I just missed it. And there was so much news. So I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to go every day, but I'm going to try. I probably will. I should shut up and just tell you that I'm going to go every day. I just don't want some snafu to stop us. But I've missed you guys. So 9 to 9:15 my time, 10 to 10:15 Eastern time for the hour. Good Morning Disney should be back. Anyway, Black Widow crushing it. What I'm intrigued about is lots of people were saying, like AMC, right? I bought AMC stock unrelated to the meme stuff. I bought it because it was down at $2, $150. And I knew, I mean, I could read, sorry. I knew, it's not like I had an insider information. I could read that the Chinese company that owned 60% of it wasn't going to let it go out of business. They had already gotten a big loan to make sure that they didn't go bankrupt. Now, they hired some bankruptcy lawyers, which scared everybody, made everybody think AMC was dying. AMC goes crazy. People started shorting it. I bought. I did very, very well. I didn't sell it at 60. I wish I did. But my point is, lots of people have been wondering if people would go back to the movie theaters en masse. And they will. It's over. The questions are done. Poof. F9, Fast and Furious, very, very popular franchise. I've never seen any of them, but hugely popular franchise. Did very, very well. Now, Black Widow, okay, these are two big franchises, Marvel, but they have proven that people will go back. F9 did well. Black Widow, even more importantly, why? Because you could sit on your couch and watch it for less, unless you're going on your own individually. But people went to the movie theaters. The pandemic is basically, I'm not talking science or doctor stuff here. Spending habits, getting out of the house, people think it's over. Now, I'm not giving advice here. I'm just saying people want to get out of the house. And we've been talking about spring and summer and fall, and we'll see what happens. If a variant gets crazy, people might shut down. America, I don't believe will shut down again. I think other countries may shut down. But the point I'm trying to make is not political, is not, health. It's economic. People are out and spending money. They are. Anna's in the house. Good morning, Anna. I haven't seen it yet. Still going to wait to watch it. Yeah, we almost went and saw it this weekend. On Friday night or Saturday morning, maybe we decided. No, I think on Friday night we decided we might go see it Saturday. But we had a pretty busy weekend. Movie Maniac Nick in the house talking movies with Movie Maniac Nick. Sandy Norris in the house. Good morning to you. Matt Williams in the house. Long time no see. How you been? Birdwell, what's going on? Good to see some of your names and faces back. And it's me, not you. I haven't been live very much, but that is going to change. We're back. All right. So Black Widow, let me know your thoughts. Have you seen it? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Are you excited that you're going to go to the movie theater? You're going to watch it at home? You're waiting for it to be on Disney Plus so you can stay on your couch? You let me know. I'm probably, yeah, exactly. Did you watch it? I haven't watched it either way yet, hey Archer, but that's what I'm asking. Where have you guys watched it? The data is both. People bought it big time on Disney Premier Access and $60 million worth. And they went to the movie theaters both internationally and nationally this weekend. The numbers are in. Wait, pandemic. What did I miss? Not much. Bunch of couches. I fell in love with my dogs again. That's the only good thing I can really think of. Thank you very much, Sandy. Good to be back. Okay, we got more news. I can't believe it's already 9:30. Let's get to the more news section of the show. That was on the title of the thumbnail, but I want to get to this. So a little bit of business news. JP Morgan basically is telling people one of the best stocks to buy right now is Disney. JP Morgan reiterates Disney as a top pick, says stock can jump 24% as theme parks, movies bounce back. Most of the big stocks have already had their bounce for the pandemic. The stock market usually is 3, 6, even 9 months ahead. So the plays that people believe in, me and others, to do well in the reopening have already had their bounce mostly. I'm going to tell you right now, Disney has not. Disney is at 170. Let's just look right now. What is it right now? Disney was at 171 over the weekend. Let's see what's happened this morning. I mean, what was it? I don't know. I don't want to lie to you. 170 something. Disney is at 178 and change right now. 178 and change per share. It's 210 to 225 by the end of the year, maybe spring of next year. So, hey, Archer knows. So saith me. For entertainment purposes only, I'm not a financial advisor. But it's moving up, and it's still a bargain. It is. It's going to go to 210, 225, maybe more. Just the Disney Plus business alone is profitable. The Disney parks have been lukewarm at best, and even a big drag on the business for years, a year and a half. They're about to go crazy. Cruise lines are about to move forward. Disney is a play. Now, if you want to get started in the Disney stocks, reach out to me. You can get free stocks on Robinhood or Webull or both. Yes, you can. Use my affiliate link and you get free stocks and I get free stocks. It's the whole thing, though. For entertainment purposes only, that's not what I want to talk about. But JP Morgan is saying it is about to bounce. JP Morgan has been saying this for a while, and they're totally right, and I'm excited about that. Way behind in chat. I have no desire to go to the theaters anymore, says Hey Archer. I got a better sound system. Yep, during the panty. So I just need a popcorn machine. I love that. So I didn't buy a sound system. I did buy Sonos stock. I only bought like 10 shares, but I've done very, very well. Sonos stock. I don't have a sound system. I almost bought one. It might be what is it? Black Friday? Is that Black Friday? Black Friday purchase? I don't know. We'll see. I also might buy a drone. We'll see. I don't know. But I like it. I don't watch that much TV. I got to be honest with you. I watch a lot of YouTube. Well, I watch a lot of sports. I watch some news. I watch a lot of sports. Yeah, maybe I should get one. I don't know. But you're not alone, Hey Archer. Lots of people hook themselves up with Sonos and other really high quality sound systems. Big comfy chair, popcorn machine, exactly. Magic the Mouse, exactly. I don't disagree, man. I love people on my screensaver. Sometimes going out in public is a little bit of a drag. And I think some of us learned that over the pandemic. Where was it before what is that? I don't know what that means, Sandy. Don't read me. Beer is being that high. Is beer high? I don't know. I'm confused. Airlines, I think, are still low. I'm not a big fan of airline stocks. As the great Richard Branson said, if you want to learn how to be a millionaire, become a billionaire, and then buy an airline. Very expensive business to be in. I almost got into JetBlue at 9 and it's at like 19 now. So I should have done that, but I didn't. I'm a fan of flying. I'm a fan of travel. I think the business is a little rough, but they did move up. If you bought at the bottom last March, you've done well. I believe it was in the 130s, then went down to upper 70s. Are we talking about Disney? Yeah, I bought it as low as 78, I think. I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, Black Friday. I couldn't remember what that name was. Same, I live on YouTube. Is this Hey Archer? No, where to go? Hey Archer says, same, I live on YouTube. I rarely watch a show outside of Disney Plus movies. I watch Netflix, Disney Plus. We all have Amazon Prime now, so I check out that now and then. I'm not going to say I don't watch terrestrial TV ever, but it's pretty rare. I loved Breaking Bad. There was a time that I loved The Walking Dead. It's that time has passed. I haven't given up on regular TV. I do think so. I'm a big UFC fan. After the fight, Conor broke his ankle. Dana White talked about it, and he was asked about their deal. Their deals with ESPN. They're making a lot of money with ESPN on top of their pay-per-view, but obviously most of their money comes from their pay-per-view. My point in all this is he believes, as many of us do, I agree, that the world in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years is going to move from terrestrial cable, Sandy, exactly, to streaming. Amazon just bought some of the NFL package, right? So when you can start watching live sports on your streaming services, Disney Plus owns ESPN, Netflix, Amazon's buying into the NFL, Hulu's got live sports as their ad campaign. I think when Fox when CBS, when ABC. I think those four NBC, they're going to, in my opinion, are going to consolidate. NBC, which I despise the most out of them, probably will be the one that survives. Universal, NBC, ABC, Disney, ABC. I said that poorly. Disney owns ABC, Universal owns NBC. In case I said that wrong again. Disney owns ABC, Universal owns NBC. I see them being the winners in the terrestrial and moving to online, moving to streaming, seamlessly making it all part of the package. What happens with Fox? I have no idea. What happens with CBS? I have no idea. But I think as TV providers, they probably go poof in the next generation. Sandy says gave up cable. I did too. I have YouTube TV, which used to be a really good deal. Not such a good deal now. It's not a bad deal, but it's not nearly as great of a deal. I used to promote it to everyone who would listen. But it's pretty average now. I mean, I love the content. And the biggest problem for me with YouTube TV, frankly, is the live sports because I'm a little behind. In real life, I don't care. If I'm watching my Dodgers, or the Cowboys or my Chargers, I don't care if I'm seeing it 12 seconds later than my friends see it. It doesn't bug me at all. But if I'm doing content, and we do some content, that's a little bit of a problem. I forgot to text you yesterday. My son's all-star coach when he was 13 or 14, son, a right-handed pitcher hitting one. Oh, I was going to message you about the draft too. That's funny you say that. That is awesome. Bill from Magic the Mouse Radio, my good buddy, and me are both baseball nuts. And frankly, we are big draft guys. Easier to be a draft man for the NFL than it is Major League Baseball. But yeah, he had a son who was a prospect. I had daughters who wouldn't play catch with me, unfortunately. But love them. Not unfortunately that I had daughters. Unfortunately that we couldn't play catch. But anyway, I love the draft. My Dodgers got a good pick. My Rangers got Al Leiter's kid, second pick. Jack Leiter. I'm pretty excited about that. Second time in 3 years a catcher went first. Hey, Archer says Dana needs to dump the pay-per-view model. Or, oh, no way. No way. Hey, Archer, that's where all their money is. I do agree with you, the 10 p.m. Eastern times. I used to live in San Diego. Now I live in Fort Worth. I used to watch every show. I mean, okay, maybe not every show, but 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. We would hang out. We'd go, somebody would burn some meat. I would eat a lot of chips and we'd watch the fights. It was great. I loved it. But now I live in Fort Worth. 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock my time. I was going to go live for the Conor McGregor fight. I was going to do a watch party here, and I got to be honest with you. At about 8:45, I thought, will I make it to midnight? Old guy. And I did. But would I have been entertaining? Probably not. But I agree with you on the start times. The problem is it's financial, and they won't get rid of the pay-per-view. That is where all their money comes from. They're even with ESPN's dollar bills floating down, pay-per-view is the way they're making most of their money. It's the basis of their business. They need to just dump Dana White. No, Dana. I love Dana. And Dana is crushing it. Who would you rather have running your organization? Somebody that he eats and sleeps and breathes it. No, hey Archer, I love you, but no. Anna says, love regular TV and the streaming services. Okay, there you go. I love the streaming services. I haven't liked regular TV in quite some time. When I get stuck watching actual TV, you know what annoys me? The commercials. They're so stupid. They play to the dumbest of us. They're all overly sexualized. They're not funny. I hate laugh tracks so much. Give me Stranger Things and Disney Plus all day long. Ugh. We added Hulu to our Disney Plus. I had Hulu for a while. This is a couple of years back. We should probably give it a try again, but I've got enough content. With Netflix and Disney Plus, I've got plenty. And honestly, I'm watching way more YouTube. Right now, if I'm taking a break, if I'm just on my couch and I'm consuming something, 80% chance I'm watching a Kara and Nate YouTube video. They've got about 800 vlogs, travel vlogs, and I'm on about 250. So I got a ways to go. And they're taking me to Italy and they're taking me to Antarctica. Really a big fan of their channel. And I get into those, like people will binge, I don't know, a show on TV, Stranger Things. I'll binge channels and get caught up. And frankly, I like it better because I like the content almost always more than I like the TV. And I'm a YouTuber. I want to be a YouTuber, right? And I want to learn editing. So I'm picking up stuff like that. I'll watch TV now and I'll think about the scene structure and how they're editing more so than the content. Isn't that weird? Same. I was buying all the pay-per-views for years, but going to bed at 1 a.m. killed me. Yeah. Hey, Archer, that's I was actually a little sad. Like it was a Connor fight, and I planned on buying it. And then when we got home from whatever we were doing, I'm like, I'm not going to drop the $65 or whatever it is, because I'm likely going to be sleepy. And it was a good card, right? I'm a big Stevie Wonder Boy fan, although I figured he'd get beat, and he did. Gilbert Burns is a stud. And it's a Connor fight. I'm a big Dustin fan. Would I have been sad that it ended so fast? No, I wouldn't have. I would have loved to watch it. But anyway, I gave up cable for God. I was watching too much reality, and I thought I would. Wow. So first of all, I love that. Reality TV is the absolute worst of the worst. It wasn't bad when it first started. Like I remember watching The Real World on MTV. I actually liked that show for a couple seasons, but boy, did it turn into trash. Trash. I haven't watched a reality show. You know what I did like? Mom, is Mom in the chat still? My mom was here. I really enjoyed the Amazing Race. I didn't watch it religiously, but I always loved it. Paula and I have gotten into recently the adventure race shows, mostly on streaming. I guess that's as reality as I can get. No, exactly, Bill. I am whatever a Kardashian guy is. I am the vast opposite. Can we be real? Is this sexist to say they're not even pretty? They're not even pretty. Well, that one maybe is, but I don't get why do you. I remember the first episode I ever watched the Kardashians. It was Kim, right? I'm embarrassed that I know who she is, and she was going into her boyfriend's phone, and she was scanning through his phone, and one of the sisters was there. And this is years ago now, but this is the only episode I've ever seen. It was like 6 minutes or 4 minutes, and she was going through the phone, and it was. I'm like, what are my watch? Why is this entertainment? I don't understand. Like, I am okay with being weird. I am okay. Like somebody in my chat, a friend of mine in my chat, told me that I was weird on my show last night. Creator Talk Live every Sunday night, 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Creator Talk Live. And during Creator Talk Live last night, one of my friends on chat said, Jeff, you're so weird. And I said, and I meant every word of it. Thank you. I don't want to be normal because normal watches the Kardashians. And I don't have enough brain cells to give away for free. You'll never get that time back. I mean, you like it. Hey, I'm very libertarian as it relates to you watch what you watch. I couldn't care less what you watch. Just don't make me watch it. Like now my mom's in the chat. She came over to my house once and made me watch. What was the song? It's the show about ABBA songs everywhere. I don't even hate ABBA. What was that? Is it like the Greek wedding? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Never get those 2 hours back. Mom, you owe me 2 hours. I mean, you're my mom, so I guess you don't owe me 2 hours, but anybody else would owe me 2 hours. So yeah. Anyway, back to the chat. Yes, I still like it. I watch the older shows now. I can't stand the Kardashians. Not only can I not, I don't dislike the human beings. I could probably learn from their business acumen, right? The show, it's not even nothing. It's a negative. Again, I've only watched, maybe I'm wrong. I've only watched like 4 minutes of it. She was going through the phone, like I said, but I couldn't, not only could I not care less, I feel like they owe me something if I don't know. Kimmy K, yeah. Not that cute either. I got hooked on God. I got hooked and God sent me a message. I mean, I've got hooked on a lot of things, but I think maybe God likes me. I feel like I get hooked on stuff that helps. Well, no, I'm definitely hooked on Diet Pepsi. That doesn't help. Caffeine. Okay. I can probably say that I never watched the Kardashians. Yeah, I think I might have been getting a haircut. I was somewhere that I didn't have control. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They are only where they are because their mother is the PT Barnum. They're there because of Ryan Seacrest. Ryan Seacrest made them. All right, we're way behind in the news. How are we doing? Oh, good. We got like 15 minutes. We're good. PT Barnum. Yeah. The Kardashians' dad was OJ, the guy that likely took the gloves, the guy that almost surely took the case that had the gloves away from the scene. I believe there's video of it. Is the Kardashian dad. He's died since. But yeah, look it up. It's real. I'm a hater of the Kardashian shows. They do nothing but make money doing it. It makes no sense. Again, if I could get you to watch me walk around and act a fool and become a billionaire, I might. But I don't understand it. I think Bill's right. The PT Barnum of the 21st century. Marketing genius. She must be. Yeah, I don't know. That the one daughter, I don't even want to go there. Okay, I was referring to The Amazing Race. Oh yeah, I love The Amazing Race. That's the one. I like watching the Dancing with the Stars show. I've never watched the episode. One of my best friends in the world, my last mentor in a business, frankly, is fully in love, at least was, with I don't know, there's a brother and sister team. The sister, she's really pretty. They go to Disney all the time. I'm picturing them both. I don't know. I don't know. But so I watched like 5 minutes once because he told me to. I couldn't do it. I remember The Hills, never heard of it. Couldn't tell you about the Kardashians, might not even recognize them. I wish I didn't recognize them. How bad? No, you're winning, Anna. You're winning. My taste is Marvel and musical vlogs. You want me to sing? What do you want me to sing? I'm afraid of God sending me a message, Sandy. That's why I wear a hard hat. God talks to me all the time, and he says, keep going. All right. Housewife shows. Never seen one. Never seen one. All right. Let's get back to the Disney news. Speaking of the Kardashian, Eddie in the house. What's going on, Eddie? Glad you are here. Are you guys down for the Jungle Cruise? Everything going woke today. Disneyland. This is from TMZ, who I kind of like. Is that Kardashian stuff? I don't ever watch the show, but I like the guy. I don't know what his name is. Doesn't matter. TMZ. Disneyland. Disney's Jungle Cruise rides update revealed coast to coast loses all signs of the natives. The natives are gone. I guess you go to the jungle and everybody's tourist. Nobody lives. It's just I don't understand. Disney has a new Jungle Cruise. Look at its theme parks. This after catching flack for what some said were racist depictions. And they did away with any and all offending robots. Lewis and Clark came down in Virginia this weekend, so whatever. Idiots. The honchos at Disney unveiled this week an update to their Jungle Cruise rides at both Disneyland and Disney World, which were getting retweaked. Sorry, I was being funny. Over the past year and change after a ton of people demanded they lose the so-called natives along the OG path. I don't believe that's the case. I didn't hear any uproar. Maybe some of the cast members over in Orlando, but I didn't see any uproar. I think they're just moving that way because that's the way they want to move. New adventures await on the world famous Jungle Cruise, blah, blah, blah. The Mouse House posted a behind the scenes video, which I watched. It's pretty good, showing the process of what went into the reworking of the ride, blah, blah, blah. Here's my thing. So I'm going to go back into the Wayback Machine. Anthony Manzano in the house. What's going on? My grandfather worked on the original Jungle Cruise. I love the Jungle Cruise. Adventure. I might be a fan, right? I've got 2 or 3 Adventureland style hats. This is my jam. I'll say it. I love Trader Sam. I am not going to hate on his wanting to shrink my head and or eat me. That's his culture. Leave him alone. Also, I find it entertaining. I don't find that racist. I find it an animatronic. You freaking idiots. So, but like with We Wants the Redhead, they take the pretty redhead away. Oh, but they don't. Now they're not auctioning her off because, pirates. Now she's selling rum because that's better. Okay. I don't mind this, and I hate it all at the same time. What I don't mind is the change. I like the story change if they're moving into, I wish they would just ignore the woke stuff and just change the freaking story. So now it's a more inclusive, their word, use of the Society of Explorers storyline from back in the day. And I love that storyline. I think it'll be fun. I think, hey, Dave, what's going on, my man? I think that if they really push the story about being the skipper, about the story about being the skippers, boy, that was a bad sentence. Let's try that again. If they really make the story created around the skippers, I love that. And the Society of Explorers and all that, I love that. There's a lot of depth to that story. That could be a lot of fun. I wish we would just stop trying to act like it's political, one side versus the other. I hate all that stuff. I love the Princess and the Frog thing. Who asked? There it is. Anthony, there we go. To me, I think the Princess and the Frog ride would be a better fit as a reason for Jungle Cruise because it's already a riverboat. I'm very, very, very excited about what they're doing with Princess and the Frog because I love that movie. I also never understood why we had a Song of the South themed ride. Not because of some now racist depiction from something that was in the 40s. Because nobody's seen the dang movie. So I love that change. I do. I love Princess Tiana. I love the whole Princess of the Frog story. I love Nola. I love that culture. I love that. And I think it fits in Space Mountain, in Splash Mountain very, very, very well. Unlike others, but whatever. The Jungle Cruise thing, I actually like the changes. I wish they wouldn't throw the bone to the political lunatics. If we would stop finding reasons to divide people, life would be better. But that's just my opinion. I have to comment on your vlog about Disney stores. Please do. Didn't even know they were closing. Oh, yeah, most are. The one near me, haven't heard if they're closing. I love the Jungle Cruise Traders. Okay, so you guys want some insider information? So where I live, there used to be a store right down the road and then another one in Grapevine. Okay. So I had a normal Disney store. This is actually insider stuff, and I'm not kidding. Disney store near me, Disney outlet in the Grapevine Mills Mall, a little bit farther, but not that far. Okay. Disney store closed because of the pandemic. Okay. I hadn't been in a long time. They reopened, but I don't like going to the malls. I would only go to the mall really for the Disney store or it's Christmas time. Usually I go once a year for Christmas, right? And because I do like the Christmas decorations and we'll buy some stuff. I usually take my daughters to buy for their mommy, right? We do that at the mall. So that's my one time a year, or we go to the Disney store, okay? Honestly, we go to the Disney store a lot, like more than once a month. Honestly. We were there so much that the Disney store employees at both sites, but mostly the Hulen Mall one, knew me. I hadn't been to the Disney Hulen Mall store in about a year, pandemic, right? And then they closed. They closed down a bulk, is that the way to say that? Of the Disney stores nationwide. Ours made it. Then they had a second round of closings, and without much fanfare at all, they closed. So here let me go backwards a little bit. Disney announced that Disney stores will be closing. Watch for this list of stores that will be closing. Hulen wasn't on the list. A bunch of stores closed. Mine survived. Everybody freaked out, right? Cast members and customers. So the second round of closing happens, and they didn't make a public announcement. They told the Disney store people, hey, we're closing. Your last day's Thursday. Hulen closes. The outlet is open. Today is Monday. Tomorrow, the big wigs at Disney tell the local stores that are still open if they're staying open. The cast members don't learn that until Thursday. So the store managers will learn on Tuesday from their higher ups about which stores are staying open, the ones that are still open. And the site employees will only learn of it on Thursday. Now, I can tell you that they have a shipment coming in of stuff today. It comes in on Monday. Oh, geez, don't hold me to that. I feel like I might have just told you an untruth. I think that's right. And that means nothing because that's exactly what happened to Hulen. They got stuff and they were closed that very week. They were selling stuff out the box for $2. I didn't get any of it. I heard after the fact. So if your store is still open, sometime Thursday, the cast members will learn if they're staying open. Crazy, right? And what's the what and what's the why? Disney shopdisney.com. It is what it is. I mean, I shop online. You shop online. I'm not even mad as it relates to the real world. I'm just sad because as a guy who lives in Fort Worth, Texas, I can get a little bit of Disney magic. They really had a great store. The Hulen store was great. The cast members were amazing. And I can tell you this, most of the cast members are there because they love Disney. Most of the cast members in the Disney store aren't there to make money. Like the lady who, I don't want to keep it. The person, I know a few people who share some information with me, and the people that I do all have other real jobs. They're just there because honestly, they love it. They love it, and they get an amazing discount, or they did. So it is what it is. I actually talked to a guy in the store who works at the festivals, Epcot. And he was very, very honest with me. He loves the benefits. He's amazed at how he's been there for years and all the benefits that they pile on them. He loves Disney benefits and medical benefits and others, but he doesn't want to admit it, but he said it flat out and he's right. It's one of the reasons why they got to get rid of some employees. And are they going to get rid of employees in the movies? No, of course not. Are they going to do it in the parks? Hopefully not. They're going to do it in the stores. You don't need to keep inventory. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay your cast members. And I still buy online. People are buying online. So anyway, I don't know if that was something you wanted to hear or not. Let me get caught up in chat and then we'll get caught up in the news. Dole Jazz, can you please read my comment from before Black Widow? Just put it again, Anthony. I can't scroll up right now. Just put it again. There's only one in the city center here. Haven't been in years, says Anna, but I liked going in. It was lovely. Yeah, I'm going to miss it. Ours in the outlet mall is still open, I think. Check this week, Ma. Dope Dad, I think the MCU is building Yelena as a superhero and Natasha's replacement in the Avengers, in my honest opinion. So Kevin Feige announced, I think I read it over the weekend, so he probably announced it last week, that the day of Marvel signing big stars to long-term contracts is over. What does that mean for the MCU? I don't know. But you're not going to have a Robert Downey Jr. for 20 years. You're not going to have a Chris Evans for 20 years. So, take that for what it's worth, Anthony. I don't know. I think Yelena, I think that we're not going to have long-term actors in those positions much more. Which I don't know what that means. I think when you've had all the Marvel movies of recent times that are the ensemble casts, you don't really need to fall in love with a character over 5 movies. Robert Downey Jr. did it. Jon Favreau did it. Iron Man did it. But you don't have to have a Robert Downey Jr. and a Jon Favreau over 6 movies anymore because we're all in. Loki is crushing it. Can we be real for a minute? I love watching Loki. I'll never miss it. I'm always sad when it's over. And then I always go, that's kind of dumb. It's a little bit like Lost. They have a story, but then they just make it up as they go. Like they can do anything they want. Like all the, the last couple Disney Plus Marvel shows are very strangely written in that there's no continuity to the story. I'm not even sure if it's good, but it's crushing it. Disney Plus is kicking Netflix behind financially. And right now it's because of Loki. Before, it was because of Wanda. Before, it was The Mandalorian. Their series are crushing Netflix. Crushing. Ignat Nights for Forecast members, yeah. Again, you got to remember, if Disney had to let go of a cast member, I guess, this is still horrible, but they're mostly part-time people who have that as their second job. So it is what it is. At least they're not dumping the full-timers. Sherry, I hope I said hello to you. Hello to you if I didn't. Welcome in, Sherry. Sherry's a member of the channel. Again, members show up in green, and they get access to some emojis like Sherry's using. I love it. Nerd Affiliated, the Hey Archer blog series. I love that. Loki really bounced back. Are you enjoying Bad Batch? I love Bad Batch. I really am. So my daughter, my youngest daughter, she's 17, and I have a Saturday morning show where we talk about the Bad Batch and Star Wars. But right now, during the Bad Batch, we talk about the Bad Batch every Saturday morning. She loves it. So I'm loving it because she's loving it. But I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I have. This week's episode was a little weird, kind of a one-off, but I like it a lot. I want to see what's going on with Omega. And, I just like I like everything Dave Filoni does. I do. How are we doing on the clock? Oh, we're running out of time. Let me see what other news we should get to before we bounce for the day. Guys, I appreciate you guys coming back. Comic-Con, are you guys aware of Comic-Con? Comic-Con will not be in person. Comic-Con San Diego will be online. And this is pretty interesting. The cast members, the Disney Imagineers will be live. I think it's like in a couple of days, like July 15th pops in my head. I don't know if that's right. San Diego Comic-Con will go digital again this year in an event titled Comic-Con at Home. Lucky for Disney fans, the convention has announced that one of their panels will feature Imagineers, describing the creation of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I love my job. I love my life. I love my career. But if I could change my life and work for a different company, it would be to be an Imagineer at Disney. I really love the creativity of the creating what they do at the parks, especially, Bob Gurr back in the day. But the Imagineers of today are amazing. Anyway, so the team that helped create Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, from animation to Imagineering, will offer their perspectives on a number of individuals involved with the original vision and the creation of the ride. Ever wonder what it takes to turn a classic cartoon into an immersive experience at Walt Disney World? Join Disney as we bring together Disney television, animation, and Walt Disney Imagineering to discuss the process of creating Mickey and Friends' first ever ride-through attraction in Disney history, Mickey and Minnie's Railway. Mickey's not even in the parks, hardly at all. There's no ride for Mickey and Minnie, so this is kind of cool. So I'm excited about that. Actors feel like they're disposable to studios these days. I mean, they kind of are. I like the long-term actors and the characters. I invested more to it. I was keen on WandaVision. Sorry. I liked WandaVision, but I think the story was a little bit crazy. I mean, here's the truth. Actors are disposable. And that's rough to say. I don't take any joy in saying it, but I mean, should I just point out Avatar? Do you know Matt Damon turned down? Hey, Mickey Bunch is in the house. Hey, Kelly. I think it was 4%. Might have been 10%. No, I think it might have been 10% of the profits of Avatar. Matt Damon could have been the star of Avatar. Instead, it's some guy named Sam Worthington, who you wouldn't pick out of a crowd if he walked by you in Disney. But he's the star of the biggest grossing movie ever. Now with CGI, can we be real? McDonald's employees, I'm gonna be real here for a minute. Ready? Put on my real hat. McDonald's employees complain about how much they're getting paid, and now we pay by hitting the buttons. When I go through the drive-thru in my local McDonald's, they now say, "Are you using the app today?" Why are they doing that? They know I'm not using the app. They're telling me next time use the app. They're actually making their employees say, "Hey, let's get rid of your job. Ask the people in the car if they're going to use the app. So next time they know they can use the app. Thereby, we don't have to hire you anymore." With CGI, do we need actors anymore? There's a reason we all like animation. I think because of the streaming, they can do short-term exclusive rights deals between 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I agree. Talking about the Disney and the MCU, I think there is an ability to storytell, an ability to tell a deeper character-based story without the actor. Yeah, Anna says, unless you're Tom Cruise or someone of that status. There's definitely a cult of personality, Anna. There is. You know, I actually like Tom Cruise as an actor. As a human being, he's a lunatic, and you can quote me. But I do think he is a good actor, and I see the value there. But I'll also watch a movie with a bunch of actors that I've never seen before. I think the cult of personality thing will never go away fully, but it ebbs and flows. And I think the cult of personality, not only a good early 90s song, cult of personality, but I think it ebbs and flows, right? It wanes. And Tom Cruise is going to be the biggest star on the planet for a long time, but Gina Carano was number one on the planet for a while, and then she got fired. You know, so if you look at who the biggest actor and actresses in the world, and one of those graphs that changes all the time, it's always changing. So take that for what you will. Oh, didn't think of that. Wow, so sad. People need to work. I mean, honestly, Sandy, people get paid for the value they create. And Tom Cruise creates value. So if you're a proven commodity, whether you're an actor or a nonprofit executive or a YouTube creator or whatever you're doing, if you're providing value, you get paid for that. People aren't going to stop wanting value, you know. But if I'm an actor and 4,000 other people can do my job, just saying. If I'm a McDonald's employee and I say, well, look, I'm going to come in when I want to. I'm going to wear my shirt untucked if I want to. I'm going to call in sick because it's a nice day for the beach and I want to get paid more money. And then Mr. McDonald's can say, okay, have a nice day. Push the button, customer. I won't use self-checkout. I go to an actual person. And for years I was doing that. But that's not what I see the public doing. I prefer, like when I go through Walmart, I'll go, like if I'm with my family, they always go to the automated and I'll always go to the person. I like people. But then there's those times that I'll go through and, you know, I get it. I work with the public too. And they're annoyed and they're grumpy and they're, you know, they don't smile. And I think you're killing your own job. You're killing your own job. And I don't like self-checkout either, but it's the way of the future. Anthony says, Dolby Dad, where the Jungle Cruise is right now, I think I would actually be the right move for Disney World to retheme the whole ride and put Princess and the Frog there. I'm not sure. I don't hate the idea, but no, I mean, the Jungle Cruise's story is already a story. They don't need to mesh the other stories. They have the Society of Explorers story. They've got, it's like the Haunted Mansion has a story and Pirates Caribbean has a story. Those attractions were storyboarded. Does that make sense? They have a middle, a beginning, and an end. And yeah, so the Jungle Cruise's storyline is already something they're expanding on. The Trader Sam thing is an extension of that story. They're just getting rid of Trader Sam because apparently I'm a racist because, I mean, we're supposed to, I don't understand that. I think it's stupid, but it is what it is. But I love me. I'm actually, the Jungle Cruise thing where I'm most upset is I haven't actually had a Trader Sam's, the bar at the Poly experience yet. I've been in, I've gone in, I've ordered a drink, I've bought the cups, but I haven't got to sit down in there just because I've got kids and we're busy and stuff. And I've been looking forward to doing that. And I happen to know they've taken the signs down. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. I guess just retheme it and probably make it, you know, the Jungle Cruise Society of Explorers thing, which would be equally awesome. So if you expand on the already created story, I'm in. They're not going to retheme it to Tangled or to Princess of the Frog. Princess of the Frog is going to be Splash Mountain, and I love that. Most don't want to work anyway. I mean, that's going to change. You know, we're going to end the show here shortly, but the thing about people not wanting to work, it's only because you can. You can only not work in America because we're so successful. Capitalism works so good that you don't have to go to work. You can still have 3 TVs and a car and a complaint log, but they'll go to work once they need to. You know, supply and demand is a thing. It's okay. We just need to be nice to the workers of the world in America now who are actually at work and not bitch at them because our service isn't where we want it to be. Most staff know me, and we have banter while queuing. Oh, I love that, Anna. That's awesome. Anthony says, "Dope Dead, since Tom Sawyer Island is not being used, it would actually make more sense." But they're already retheming it, buddy. They're already doing it. And I love Tom Sawyer's Island. And I think we're done there. Is there any more news? Ooh, we're 6 minutes over. Let me see what we missed, guys. I might just save it till tomorrow. Let me pull up what we didn't get to so you know what it is. Comic-Con we talked about. Did we get to it all? Comic-Con we talked about. Natives, Jungle Cruise, JP Morgan, Black Widow. Oh, no, there is more. Surge pricing is coming to Disney. Holiday announcements are out for Disney. We'll save those things for tomorrow. What is surge pricing? It's coming to Disney. It's the way of the world. Hey, Matt. It is what's going on with most businesses in America and around the world. Surge pricing. Major League Baseball does it. The NFL does it. If it's a sellout, prices go up. If there's nobody there, it's coupon day. And that's what's coming to Disney. Everybody's been freaking out about the annual passes. Everybody's mad at Bob Chapek about the annual passes. It's been coming. Hey, Christy, what's going on? Unrelated to Bob Chapek. It's been coming, and it's here. They're trying it out in Paris right now. It's called surge pricing. So like yesterday, this weekend, yesterday, would have been cheaper than the weekend before. Why? 4th of July weekend, fireworks back. It was full. Prices will go up in the future for that. This weekend, low crowds. At Disney World, Magic Kingdom was a 5 out of 10. 10 being way packed, 0 being empty. It was a 5 out of 10. The other parks were all 4s and 3s on a scale of, 1 to 10. Prices have been lower this weekend with surge pricing, and they would have been higher last weekend for 4th of July. Makes sense? We'll talk about that next week. And lots of announcements for the holidays, Halloween, and this morning they announced for Christmas. We'll talk about that tomorrow, God willing, on Good Morning Disney. Every morning, 9 to 9:15 my time, 10 to 10:15 Eastern time, other times, other places, depending on where you live. Sandy, Kelly, Birdwell, Christy, Matt, Bill, everybody. Movie Mania Nick. Keith was here earlier. Who am I missing? Let's go back. Anthony Manzano with some great questions. Anna, great questions and comments. I love it. Who am I missing? Lots of other people have been here. Whoever it was, every single one of you, whether you're a member of the channel or you're brand new, whether you hate my guts or you've been a longtime friend or fan, I love you, every single one of you. I appreciate there's 15 of you still here as I'm wrapping up. That's amazing that one of you would spend any time listening to my silly mouth talk about Disney makes my day. I'm going to try to go 5 days a week this week. Got to get to work. So I got to go. Love you all. Have the best day ever. Have fun storming the castle. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Bye for now.